Hello, happy Tuesday, and welcome to my new YouTube channel. I'm coming to you from my bedroom. I have puppies, so I have to tend to them. If you hear them barking, forgive me. But I am here sent to YouTube by my Father in heaven to share my testimony, share my life story of where I was before I got to know God. Some of the things I experienced, some of the oppression, the abuse, and things like that, to let someone know that God can bring you from anywhere. God can reach down and literally take the worst of the worst. What people like, the type of person people say can never be changed, can never do right, like the can't get right type of person, and he can recreate you. And the transformation starts in your mind. And that is some of the things we're going to talk about on this channel, but I'm also going to share my life story because I'm a living testimony. If it wasn't for the Lord, I wouldn't be here. But if it wasn't for my experiences, I wouldn't know the Lord. So I'm going to be breaking it up because I'm going to be going into depth. I have shared this story before on TikTok, Facebook, different places. But there must be a group of people somewhere that don't feel worthy. There must be a group of people somewhere that don't know the Lord or feel like they can't get to know the Lord, or they haven't met him themselves, but they met a form of him through someone else, because he just kept pressing on me. He's been pressing on me for a while to come to YouTube, and I faced so much resistance. And that's why I say I know there is a group somewhere. I don't know how many. It could be 5, it could be 2, it could be 20, it could be 1,000, but they need to hear this story and understand that the woman sitting before you today, the renewed mind, the renewed person, the peaceful person whom he has set free, that is free indeed, has not always been this person. I went through a life of struggle up into my 30s, until I was like 30 some years old. But he healed me from it all. No doctors, no medicines. And I want to share this, my journey with you all. I want to make somebody understand, because we like to preach at people. We like to throw scriptures, but you have to break it down to let someone understand. You have to show them your journey. We have too many fly-by-nights. And this is just supposed to be an introduction, but I'm an evangelist by birth. This is what God created, And we have to understand, a lot of people fly by night, so they just pop up and they just come on the camera and they just have a good word and they can minister, or they can prophesy, or they can give us a word, and then we're just like, whoa. And see, it's nothing wrong with these people that pop up. I'm not saying everyone is not a good person, but where is the story? Where are the struggles? Where is the crushing? Where is the pruning? What classroom have you been in with the Lord? Now, whom the Lord chooses, he already qualified you before he chose you, right? He don't choose to qualify. He qualified the chosen in the call, right? But what I'm saying is, everyone can't share their journey. Everyone can't share their testimony. Everyone wasn't led or sent to tell you. And sometimes there are those that are sitting here in this world, on this YouTube, on these TikToks, on these social medias, and they just see the finished product, right? And you only see the finished product, so you're like, those people over there, they too good for me. Like I used to be in church, I used to say, oh, these people too good for me. Like, this lady just testified that she's never done anything wrong, or this other lady never experienced substance abuse. She never been, dealt with things where people SA'd her as a child, or, grew up just in poverty. Different things that I'm going to share on this channel to encourage you and to take you down a path, that started out as a path of sorrow, years and years, born into this, right? Grew up into it. It was like my mind frame. It was shaped, in iniquity. It was shaped in sin, But I am a new creation now. And I would love to tell you how he got me here. I would love to tell you some of the things he had to teach me over the years, because I'm not supposed to be here. And I'm not saying that because of what someone said or what someone prophesied to me. I'm not supposed to be here because of my choices. I'm not supposed to be here because of what the enemy planned for me at birth. Because, see, this is the part, I feel God all over me right now. This is the part that begins my story. Because, see, at birth, I was a stillborn. But you will get to hear more of this in the next video I post. I really wanted to introduce myself. But when God started flowing, I had to keep going. This channel is here to encourage you. I ask that we keep our negative energy and comments, to ourselves. It's okay to ask questions. I'm not the Lord. I'm just a vessel that he uses, that he speaks through, that, his spirit dwells in. It's going to be a lot of stuff I talk about that may not be comfortable for some, but it will help those that are on the journey. It'll help those that want to come out of trauma. They want to come out of mindsets, you know, they're just embedded in them, ways, generational things. All of this I had to fight, just me and the Lord, right? I kind of named this channel just after me, Sasha Dale, that's my name. But where you see it's all about souls is because years ago, when God first started speaking to me about him having called me, which honestly, he told me when I was a little girl, but it was spoken to me through other people. I've always had prophetic dreams. Always had visions and didn't know I was having visions, right? So that's the thing. I had these voices here telling me this, but the whole time God was there. And we're going to get to that. Amazing story. I'm excited to tell it. Like, I don't know why it took me so long to get here, right? And I've already repented. Lord, forgive me. Because delayed obedience is still disobedience. But I literally just don't understand why it was so hard for me to get to YouTube. I don't know who you are, but please be healed. Please see the Lord in everything I say. Please receive what you need from this channel, because I don't, like, he has me here for someone, literally. We go through what we go through for the next person to come out. A lot of people don't know that. That's why I'm sitting here with a smile, because I'm like, whoa, this is what I went through all this for. But it's all about souls. And when he spoke to me, you know, we talk about making disciples. You know, everybody want to be a leader. And we don't understand, like, to whom much is given, much is required. Just like on a job, we want to be managers, but we don't want to babysit. We don't want to, you know. And the thing is, it's all about souls. So when he said, go out, you know, and make disciples of all men and women, it's all about souls. So when you see a person, no matter how they talk, no matter how they act, no matter how they dress, where they come from, it's all about their soul. There's a time and place in life where you become spiritually mature to where you don't see people. You see spirits. You see their soul. You see who they are. Internally, not externally. And so that's what this channel is for. This channel is all about souls. It's all about building the kingdom of God. It's all about showing people he is there in your everyday life. And being obedient, because he said this story has to get out. He said somebody got to hear it. Because somebody living your story, right? And see, this is the last thing I say, because I can talk. That's how I, like, when I found that I was called in ministry, that's how I knew, because I can talk. And here's the thing that a lot of people have to understand. There are some people that may be older in age that are just not going through what you went through when you were in younger age. You can grow naturally. You have to age. You have to grow as far as your body, right? But you don't have to grow mentally or spiritually. Some people go throughout life and they never elevate. They never mature mentally, spiritually, you know, emotionally. But you're going to grow physically. You're going to age. That's mandatory. And so the thing is, it's important. And I don't know why I'm going this way with this video as I'm ending it. It's important if you have a story that God is telling you to share. Not if you're a person that can't keep, you know, hold water in a glass like I used to be. But if he's telling you to share your story, like if you knowing, even if you're questioning, like, how did this happen and I come out of this? Even if you don't believe in him, right? And you're feeling this nudge and he's saying, like, talk about me. And he's saying, like, tell people what happened to you. You never know who may be healed or freed from that. You know, we look at people's faces every day. We look at people's smiles every day. We don't know what people are going through. So as I share, I pray you're blessed. I pray you see God and see what he can do. You see that he is all powerful. He's miraculous. The word impossible doesn't even exist in his dictionary, because his dictionary doesn't even match ours, because his ways are so much higher than ours. At our highest form of knowledge, when we're the smartest, you can go find the smartest person on this earth. They're not smarter than God. So as I end this introduction, which ended up being a little long, I pray you're blessed. I pray this video reaches who it's supposed to. I'm not even worried about that, because he already told me you're here waiting and you need to hear it. So follow the page. Be ready, you know, to hear some things that may be uncomfortable, but they will be freeing, and they will be all about God, and he will get all the glory from my story. Thank you for listening. Thank you for visiting. Until my next video, be blessed.